in the heart of the forge where the embers glow. And first searches high and low for the steel that sings like a blade of fire. He'll face the dark and never tire. The cost, the weight he bears through endless nights and battle stares. Each strike of the hammer, each swing of the blade. The journey is long, but he's unafraid. Through the ash and smoke, the flames grow higher. He won't back down and forge his desire. Steel in his heart and fire in his eyes. He'll rise above, he'll touch the sky. Steel in the fire, forged in the night. A hero's path, a warrior's fight. He'll seek the power in the iron's call. Through the flames he'll conquer all. For every battle, for every test, he'll find the strength, he'll give his best. With the heat of the forge and the clash of steel, he'll shape his fate, he'll make it real. Echoes of war, the cries in the air. He's forged in the struggle, he's learned to dare. In the shadows of mountains, the caverns deep, he hunts for the ore that never sleeps. The stars above and the earth below guide him onward as the embers glow. With every blow, with every flame, he carves his legend and earns his name. Through the ash and smoke, the flames grow higher. He won't back down and forge his desire. Steel in his heart and fire in his eyes. He'll rise above, he'll touch the sky. Steel in the fire, forged in the night. A hero's path, a warrior's fight. He'll seek the power in the iron's call. Through the flames he'll conquer all. For every battle, for every test, he'll find the strength, he'll give his best. With the heat of the forge and the clash of steel, he'll shape his fate, he'll make it real.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Pax Dei. And for your search for steel, and we will do some housekeeping just to make sure that everything's okay. And it is. Today I was busy doing the music video, trying to get everything set up for that one. I do have some cuts of the music video, but I can give you definitely some of the vocal clips, lyrics, and music. Let's see what we're doing today. I don't even know what we're doing today. I am so unprepared for this episode. So we will just take it for what it is. And let's see, leadership, gaming, RPG, world building, gaming culture and society. Yeah, pretty much what we talk about every night, except I move it around just a little bit. I think one of the things that we always do, and what I always want to keep doing, is we're in the world. We want to give a few gaming tips for sure. And right now, I want to make sure. Okay, so we leveled yesterday in cooking, which brought us to level 27, which gave us blackberry syrup. And I made a few of those. Garlic tea is another one that in 28 and 29 is an undiscovered pot of gold. It's some type of stew. Brewing is, I really got to get back into brewing, because brewing allows for a little bit. Interesting. It only goes up to one level. I wonder if that's true about the whole game. Like, I'm on fletching 19. I'm level 19. I'm wondering if the bow staff is level 19, but there's something above that it's not showing me. Okay. It has to, because there's steel-tipped arrows, so I'm not sure why it won't show me a little bit more of that. So going in a little bit of the gaming carpentry. I really want to increase my carpentry, honestly. carpentry gives you a little bit on the building side, and I really want these at 34 and 35. But carpentry is interesting, because carpentry, let me show you. That's my blacksmith. If I go over to the carpentry, right? These are all my carpentry things. The problem with my carpentry right now is I've mastered everything, so that doesn't give me any experience. And then anything I haven't mastered gives me like a couple hundred per, and I need like 10,000. I'm trying to think if anything else gives me. The only other way to get carpentry stuff is through creating like longwood fine stock, which will give me about the same. So it'll cost less to do that, honestly. And I noticed that I was about to craft 86 arrows, so as we do the crafting of the arrows, because I go through arrows like water. Okay, as you can see on the thumbnail I uploaded, and we're pretty much going to we're going in our Christmas mode, our holiday mode within Pax Day. Today is December 7th. Just to remind everybody, it's also Saturday night here. And of course, I have the Zevia standing by, and it's probably what you heard me drinking. What else is going on? Yeah, so after I do this, let me go get some heartwood. And heartwood, there's a couple different areas I can get heartwood. Heartwood is over in the Stonelands. It's not too far away, so I can definitely get that fairly easily. And let's see, I have the blackberry syrup, so let's see what happens here. I'm only about 176 hit points. I really need to get my cooking up. Not liking that. Not liking that at all. I think it's a stew. It's giving me stamina. Blackberries giving me health and stamina. And raisins are giving me health and stamina. But roasted cabbage stew doesn't give me anything but stamina. And it's still not that high. Honestly, 168 is not that high. I was at 175. So I really need to get my cooking up again. Once I get this done, we'll go, we'll get that carpentry skill up. I think that's what we'll focus on today. We'll also focus on traits like strategy, empathy, and adaptability to play in role-playing games, and its relationship to real-world leadership. One of the things I did notice about Pax Dei especially is when people start to talk within the zone, one of the things that you can do as a leader is speak at the level of the people who are talking, and also don't bring up what they have to do or don't start telling them what to do, but see where they're at and guide them to or help them with what they're working on at the moment. There's no need to tell them to work on something before something else. They'll get that, especially as they progress in levels of certain skills and crafting. You can take that to the real world too. A leader won't tell somebody, a leader will tell, and same in Pax Dei, and I missed this point. I'll let them know the end goal. How they get to the end goal is up to them. And that's the same in the real world. A leader manager should say, here's your goal. Achieve that within the designated behavioral recommendations or mandates. Be professional, essentially. So you be professional, and here's your goal. Don't care how you beat the goal. Go do it. Go do it. How you get there, I will be there every step of the way. If you need guidance, absolutely. Or if you need my advice, absolutely 100% I'll be there for you. But I'm not going to ask you every week, so how's that project going? There's no reason for me to do that. Although I will be telling you goals that are shifting. Like, hey, remember that goal I was telling you about? Well, they shifted it a little bit, and here's a new parameter. And then you could say, wow, I was doing this. That's where a leader really excels and shines. Oh, okay, I see this might be an issue for you. Tell me how it's an issue for you. Don't tell them how it's an issue for you. Ask them how it's an issue for them and see how they're growing in their role and responsibility. I believe even in culture, we have moved away from this. And I think certain laws, have removed our sense of responsibility away from ourselves. Meaning, you shouldn't steal. That's a law. It's always been a law, pretty much, human history, right? Those kind of laws will always exist because you have to punish those who would take away from somebody who worked hard to get something. Right? Personal property, it was a big deal for the founding fathers of the United States. But as far as other behavioral laws, I don't think there should be any law that governs behavior. Consequence, yes. Behavior, no. And definitely give me a shout out and let me know, what your thoughts are on this, especially in Pax Day. The Pax Day mentality, the culture that it derives isn't because it creates rules in so much as it gives goals. In those goals, people will unify, they'll work together. They may compete for a little bit, but they'll find that the competing for scarce resources will ultimately be to their detriment. And that's good. That's a good thing because they'll come around and they'll start to work together and work with other people. So keep that in mind as we move through the game and associate these with leadership in the real world. It's the same thing. If I give you a goal, so long as you stay in the corporate culture, or even if you deviate from the corporate culture, but I mean professionalism, be professional at what you do. One of the things I always take into account, I shouldn't say absolutes. I'd like to think I would take into account 98% of the time is who I'm talking to, how is their day going, and what are they doing today at work? Meaning, is there something outside of work that's going to affect their behavior? It's absolutely 100% okay. And this is where empathy comes into effect. Empathy is not condescending. Empathy is empathy. Sympathy, I believe, is more condescending than empathy. Because sympathy puts you in their shoes. You start to feel their emotions. Why are you feeling their emotions? You're not in their position. Empathy, having strong empathetic resources, absolutely. Same in gaming. People normally come into a role-playing game, into a role-playing server, and they want to escape. Not necessarily escape in a bad way, but move outside normal confines of society and just do stuff, right? Do stuff that they can't do any other way. That makes sense. And I usually don't like to say that. It's true. And I'm kind of distracted by these. All right, let's go fix that phone. Fix my equipment and then go. Get some part Anything else, I'm throwing away. Don't need it. Heartwood or nothing. Let's go across the river. All right. So I've been swimming more and more, and the reason I've been swimming more and more is to figure out how the swimming mechanics work a little bit better, work at all. As you can see, my stamina goes down, and I found yesterday that when my stamina goes down and reaches 0, I start to take damage. And once I start to take damage, that is when as you're going through the water, that's how you can swim an extra distance. So as long as you have a good health and a good stamina, you can swim pretty far. Now, either condition, you have to worry about something. And that something is when you get to the other side, you shouldn't be fighting. Did you notice something here? That my stamina and health went down? And I don't think the raisin's effect were supposed to be gone yet. Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, that seems like they were okay. That's fine. Not a big deal. Going for heartwood is in the trees that look funky. Now, one of the things that kind of going into the second topic, how do you build an RGB or RPG realm? One of the things that I always suggest to players is you're building it as a community, right? You're building your role-playing area as a group. And the reason I bring it up in those terms is the fact that the world isn't yours to create on your own. And honestly, if you think about philosophically, this world, the one we live in, the IRL, if you will, isn't ours and ours alone. It is ours plus other people, right? So we really want to be aware of that fact. Because ultimately, as we go through life and we're creating this world, to a point, others are creating it with us. Now we can go into the mystical, into the metaphysics of it, right? So the metaphysics of it is the world is created because everybody's consciousness is creating each step of the way, which honestly it makes a lot of sense. Our perception of colors, of frequency, of the way we interact with the world currently, we create the world we want to live in, especially in RPGs. Like in this world, I'll help somebody. Why? Because I want the culture to be that if somebody needs help, let's help somebody. That should be the norm. That should be the normal, right? We talked about normal in a few episodes before, but being nice isn't just about creating an encounter that is nice. It's also creating a world where being nice should be propagated through the culture as the normal, right? You might have noticed I picked up some blackberries along the way. Yeah, I will be. Blackberries are my new red currant, or what did I have before? It was there was like a grape syrup was the ultimate um in a drink for health and stamina, but now I don't have that. So right now blackberry is as close as I'm gonna get to that. So blackberry it is. So I need as many blackberries as possible, so I'm not going to give up on those. This is exactly how you farm every day for this game. Don't think this changes anything, even if you're talking to people. And notice how much heartwood I'm getting from these trees. Not the best source of heartwood, but it's good enough. Oh boy. Come on now. I have it on a window feature, so you might see some windows pop up, and I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. They're default windows for Windows, by the way, so I haven't changed them. I'm going to take a sip of Zevia. Again, not a sponsored spot. I had some homemade wings today. Delicious. I use an air fryer for the most part. Tomorrow I'll be frying the wings in some either avocado oil or what's the other one I use? Usually, sometimes I use coconut oil, but coconut oil is a little bit more expensive. And I'm okay with using it. It's not that, it's just I might not have any, so that's okay. All right. What are your thoughts on leadership? Put in the comments section or in chat. And just to bring some new listeners up, my whole belief system is that managers and leaders are different. You can manage a process or you can lead people. You can't lead a process. Kind of weird. I tried to explain this once to somebody for a job interview, and they totally didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, oh boy. I didn't get that job, by the way. I was like, okay. That's okay. This was years ago. Maybe we can talk about job interviews and resumes as well, if you guys want to. But for now, it's just whatever we really want to talk about, we can talk about. That's why I made the channel. Mostly to provide leadership advice, to get everybody on the same page. Or, again, to contribute to our world the way we think the world should be, right? Our collective consciousness on how everybody should be treated in the world should be humanely and with respect. But until we do that, for example, with companies that think that working from home is a privilege, and it's like, but we did for COVID, guys. Why do you think we did it for COVID? It's not because it was a privilege, it was because it was a necessity, and then all of a sudden now it's a privilege. But no. I am very much in tune with hypocrisy. I do not like when people are take the hypocritive oath, if you will. And he got the prime real estate. And it's right next to the iron. It's got plenty of heartwood around. You might have to travel for some or game, but for the most part, he's got a really nice view too. I should test to see how hard it is to move. Because ultimately, I got a lot of stuff. Mostly wood, though. Get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. And get rid of that. Did that actually fall on me? The one thing I do like about this, the updates that they made, is the fact that you can now kind of get close to what you want to hit, and it'll pull you in and actually hit it. On the axes especially, but you can do that on the ore as well. And it's a very nice feature because sometimes the graphics, you lose where the tree goes. It's like buried halfway in the ground, and you're like, where is it? So if you get close enough to it, you can actually you can't line it up, but it lines it up for you, and you can find the wood that you can then finish and actually retrieve the resource. So much thank you, devs. Right now I'm just going for, I should mark, which I'm gonna mentally mark for these ore, where the ore is. Man, that is just a perfect place for a house. It's interesting that the devs basically made the houses or the plots, you can have 4 plots when you pay for them. That's okay though. It's but the when this game goes live, switching from one area to another is going to be interesting, to say the least. Now, one of the things I've noticed about MMORPGs is, for example, I play EVE Online as well. And my corporation is like, are you gonna be back anytime soon? Because I haven't played in a while. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm keeping my subscriptions alive, so I suppose sometime I'll be back, but I'm not so sure when that'll be. And they're like, oh, should we take you out of the corporation? I'm like, if you want, I suppose. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, but because corporations there, that's pretty much everything about the game, is you have to have corporate backing. You can be solo for sure, but if you get war decked, and here you can't really get war decked in Pax Dei, which I'm very grateful for, because EVE Online is just ruthless in that aspect. But if I can be a solo player in Pax Dei, then I will try to be, but I might join a clan just to see how it is, so I can podcast that clan, the clan itself, and the relationships within the clan, and talk about those things as well, because that's good material and it's good learning for everybody, and it gives you a different aspect of the game that you wouldn't get if I were just to be single. An independent player. That is a lot of wood. Sapwood's easy to get though, so I'm not worried about sapwood. So let's see what else is going on. Yeah, one of the things I do want to talk about RPGs is if you don't make them immersive enough, I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but you really need to make it immersive. And the reason I say it needs to be immersive is part of the gaming feature is to be immersive, right? If you don't game, if you're not immersive in the game, in like a world like Pax Day, it makes it hard to it makes it hard to role play. That's number one. But it also provides an incomplete experience. Like I'm me, but I'm in Pax Day timeline, Pax Day world, which has its charms for sure. And that's Isekai. If you look at Japanese anime or you know anything about Japanese anime, I like the Isekai genre. I like the idea of reincarnation or somebody going into another and becoming more than what they were in the world they came from. I think that's amazing. I think it's a good storytelling point, and you can use that in role playing as well. Like in this role playing game, I am Amphir. I am Amphir. I am a normal human. I can do some extraordinary things, but for the most part, I just sit here and explore. I'm more a craftsman. And for me, he likes to think of himself as independent. He doesn't want to join a clan prematurely. He's been offered the opportunity. It's not that he doesn't want to. He doesn't think he's good. And it kind of gives you that realism, right? The backstory is about realism. If he doesn't think he's good enough for a clan, the clan will understand that. Some clans will be like, that's not necessary. You're worthy, right? And that's part of the role playing. Now, what I don't want to do is be so down on myself, and that's not Ember. He's very happy. I want to make sure he's happy, cheerful, joyful. He's polite. He brings people up. He doesn't bring people down, right? And that's very important in the role-playing game aspect as well, that you create a character that likes to interact with the world, because if you don't, it's going to be hard to role play, and it's going to be hard for the GM to give you an opportunity to role play. I was young, for sure, and there was times where I had those type of attitude. Oh, did you see that tree jump? That was perfect. I didn't take any damage because I used the tree. Sweet parkour. But I encourage everybody who makes characters in role-playing games that you keep that in mind as you're creating the character. You still want to be somebody you're not, right? Or have powers that you normally have. Everything's cool. That is amazing. And I mean, that's what role-playing games are for. I mean, I would not be able to chop this tree down, skin the tree, and chop the tree up into the components that I need. I wouldn't know about red poppy and the need for it. So all these things go into the world that you want to live in. There's somebody down there, I think. Oh, that tree looks like there's somebody standing there, but it's not. It's amazing how the human eye will craft a narrative or create a pattern that doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily useful. Let's see. I'm gonna need a lot of wood because craftsman skill is it's difficult to level because I need 10,000 and I'll probably be right around 500 or even 200. There we go. Finish some up and at least my run before I have an opportunity to get down that. There is a bear. Don't really care about the bears right now, although maybe by the end of the podcast we'll come out and do some bear. I mean, I'm trying to make a song about that, but it's not coming out just the way I want it, so I'm not releasing it. And my music channel should be coming up Monday. I'm doing the first video. And what is it? The Closer Than I Knew. And I'll give you a taste of one of the choruses. Actually, that's not a great one to do. Let's do chorus 2. It's a really good song, actually. I'm really hyped to get it done and get that published. I think people will definitely like it. And like all AI, a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot. I'm seeing some internet chatter on AI copyrights, AI and copyrights for actual music. And I'm like, I've written with AI and tested AI for the last 2 years almost. It's been at least a year. I can't remember when I signed up for ChatGPT. Was it just this past year? Yeah, it might be. But it feels like I've done a lot with it. Well, I have done a lot with it, but what I mean is it seems like it's older than it is. And I put different versions of ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, everything I've been putting through AI detectors. AI detectors are interesting because AI tries to detect AI. And it's like, okay, let's see how that works out. And then I've written something, and this is how absurd I feel it is. I've written something, used Grammarly to correct the grammar. And no matter how many errors, right? And and of course, I would run it through the AI detector before I corrected it with Grammarly, and then I put it through the AI detector after I corrected it with Grammarly. And I actually went up in AI, meaning the Grammarly connections or corrections made it more like AI. And I'm like, well, AI detectors are crap then. You might be able to get an idea that somebody might have been helped by AI, but AI detectors are crap. I'm sorry. You can't detect the probability. Basically, you're detecting the probability that somebody will use another word after another word. A good writer does that, right? A good writer will supply, and let me be very clear here. Let's say you use AI to give yourself an outline, right, of the actual the paper you're writing. You're like, all right, my logic's jumbled up. This is what I want to write about. Here's my ideas, and then have the AI order your ideas, and then you write to it. and then your AI detector comes back and says, "Oh, that's written by AI." No, it's might have been directed or corrected by AI, but it's definitely not written entirely by AI. So I don't like AI detectors. There might be, and I do a little bit of AI design and programming on the back end. So when I say I don't like the AI detectors, they're selling you fish oil. Absolutely fish oil. It's like, is this AI? Yes. You're trusting AI to determine whether it's AI. And it's like, if you didn't trust AI to begin with, then how can you be... I had it. There you go. Oh, really? Oh, I have so much. All right. Yeah, I can get some more red poppy. Oh, come on. I got everything but the red poppy. That's one thing I think that developers should work on, is the precision of what you're looking at versus and picking it up or dropping it. Mostly picking it up, though. If I drop something, I don't care where it goes. But when I'm picking something up, I want a little bit more precision on it. Not that it's not too good now, it's just when it's crowded around, it's harder to distinguish what you want to pick up versus what you're able to pick up, especially when you're at full inventory. Actually, it's not especially, it's when you have full inventory. So, like right now, I can drop that and keep everything else. We're good there. Every once in a while, you want to check to see if somebody's around. This looks like a good tree. I'm looking for the thicker trees, because it does matter. That's one thing the devs did. They've done a lot that is applause-worthy, but in this case, if you look at a thicker tree, you will get more of a certain type of wood. Or more wood, period. For example, I'll get more sapwood and more heartwood from that big tree. Right? So I look for bigger trees so I can have those experiences, so I can actually determine when I am or what to go after, right? And that's good, because smaller trees I might not necessarily want to go after because they are annoying. Wow, my axe is actually getting worn. Pretty cool. Hopefully I can make axes, so I'm not too worried about them. But I only brought one in this endeavor, so should be able to. I should be fine. I should be fine. See, these little ones I really don't want to go after. But yeah, so a little strategy at the same time. We're talking about different things. Especially AI. I love AI. And AI is going to be the future. It's going to be a tool like a calculator, and I think everybody should be ready to be what's a good word for it? Should be ready for it. Let's see if I fall. Okay. I had a test there. Let me check out these trees. I don't think they will give me any heartwood though, but let's check them out since I'm over this way. Got the bears in the background. And the Justicars. I think they're Justicars. They're not Justiciars. They're not Baldur's Gate. See if it gave me any heartwood. Sapwood, sapwood, sapwood. Heartwood? Nope. So these won't give me any heartwood whatsoever, so I'll just skip them. Ah, great. I need to do this anyway. See if I can sneak up on him. Nope. Yeah, I knew I should have. Really? Hell. I'm just gonna leave you to rot now. Look at that. My health has I gotta get something better for my health. Or I'll be going through a lot of potions. There's certain foods that create a regen on your health, and that's what I'm really needing to look for. Unfortunately, rosemary is the freaking key ingredient, and I can't find nothing on rosemary. It's just so annoying. The one freaking herb I can never find in any kind of plentiful amount anywhere. And I've been walking everywhere. So I gotta find something. Found plenty of oat though. I just haven't really done anything with oat. I should work on my baking as well. And these are strategies, right? So depends on what you want to be, which I found really kind of cool in this game is cool and not too cool. Meaning the devs don't want you to be a master of all trades. They just don't want you to be. They want you to have to go into a clan and you are the baker. You are the ironsmith or the weaponsmith. They don't want you to be a weaponsmith and an armorsmith or for a long time, right? And I get that. I do get that. Because it is kind of a cool concept, and that kind of gives jobs to people. So not everybody is a master of the trades. So I get that for sure. That is not in contention of my disdain for not being able to do exactly what I want. Like, you can be a hunter, but see, this is the other thing. If I'm a hunter, I need weapons and armor. So I'm going to have to find a weapon and armor in order to create a hunter, right? So I can be proficient at using my axe or using my bow or, you know, find the Fletcher, you know? So it will create a community for sure. I only need 3 more heartwood. Get some more red coffee. There we go. This is small enough. I should be able to get something out of this. Need 3 more heartwood. There we go. Now, if I come up with any blueberries or blackberries, I'll do that. But I don't need anything else as far as wood is concerned, so I'll start heading back. As a matter of fact, I'll start heading back, but blackberries are pretty easily identified if you're running, so I will do that. Ugh. Yeah. I am so tired today. I don't know why. Just a lazy day, I suppose, but I've been working on that video all day, trying to craft the AI video to get clips I really can use, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, sort of. It's not bad. My prompting is getting better, and I am starting to get more and more of what I want versus a random clip, or I shouldn't say a random clip, a interpretive clip by AI. But the AI comes up with some. Sometimes I just let it go and see what it comes up with, and it sometimes it's really good. Not gonna lie, there. I'm just like I'm very impressed with some of the stuff it comes up with. I'm just like, wow, this is really good. I'm looking out for the bear as well. So as we're going through this, yeah, will I be able to run down there? Let's find out. Nice. Yeah, I gotta do that more often. Let's try it here. Yeah, yeah, that works there too. I hear the bear. I know where I am. Trying to figure out where that bear is, though, because I don't remember it being near me. Ah, more red poppy. In the old world, red poppy was very hard to come by. Here it seems like it's an ingredient, so I get why. So I don't need any more. I just need blackberry. So let's see if there's any blackberry down this way. I might have to go into the PvP area once just to check it out. But I'm going to go in with limited armor and no real big cool weapon. Something I can make that I can afford to lose is what I'll do, because I don't feel like dying and going back for stuff. And that's basically what I'd be doing. I treat it like a suicide mission, right? I'm done. I'm done. And then if everything works out, great. If everything doesn't work out, fine too. Well, oh, by the way, one game tip: if you don't have to interact with these people, don't. And the reason I say that is because they don't give you any experience except for weapon experience. And if your weapons aren't, if the weapons you're using are already at full experience, then it's kind of pointless fighting them. It doesn't give you any other experience, so just walk away. Don't even engage. Sometimes they'll give you stuff, which is cool, like a rare drop or something. But for the most part, it's not worth doing anything with them. Not on the outside. Like there's certain ones that you can fight in caves and stuff, and some dungeons. There's actual dungeons, which are cool. Which you have to fight through the actual top of the dungeon. Now, when you're doing dungeons in this game tip, highlight it. When you're doing dungeons in this, especially wolves dens, ensure that the top terrain will be matching the dungeon itself, meaning you can get to a point on the top of the dungeon without having to go back in. I found out at a certain point in a dungeon, in one of my earlier episodes, you might see this. You go into the dungeon, you get so far, you battle through all these wolves, and dire wolves, and sometimes growlers, and you get to the point where you die. And you're like, crap, how do I, all the wolves that you've killed up to that point, depending on how long it took you to get to the point where you died, will have respawned. And without equipment, you basically can't go get your own equipment. What you can do, and this I think is smart that devs did it, is you can retrieve your equipment by going on top of the dungeon and getting as close to your corpse from the X coordinate, if not from the XZ coordinate, right? XYZ coordinates, right? 3D, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. I'd like them to keep that forever and ever and ever. because it's really useful. Yeah. I am not in such a great. I wasn't on the right keys. Let's swim across here. I do not like having people right there, but you know what? Oh, it's bad enough. I got the perfect spot, and then people started moving in around me, and I'm like, I hate being downtown. I just want to be as far away from people as possible. And I thought I achieved that, but I did not. Oh, I'm crossing the border. This should not be. This isn't going to be good. All right, so I gotta be careful there. Do not swim next to the border where it resets your stats. Note to self. Most people will be like, duh. Yeah, I didn't think. I was not thinking. All right, let's put some of this. Do I have any? Some there too. Yeah, let's put some of this here. Oh, I'm working on a Christmas album as well because why not? But I thought, what if I make it a Christmas album for Pax Dei? It'll be. It's mostly it's gonna be it's a Celtic Christmas essentially. Is what it is. This is a big Celtic the game. So and I'm gonna need to set up more guests. Yeah, I will. Or you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go see if I can. Oh, that's what I would do. Did you see that quick change of direction? How many of us have done that in real life? Raise your hands. Yeah, that's what I thought. Almost everybody. But we got to get into our work goals. Take off everything else. That. These are my home books. I like to role play it, so it takes a little bit more time. But this is what I would do. I wouldn't be wearing my leather armor around my house doing common household chores. I would be in my blacksmithing stuff, mostly. There's no cooking road where that would be what I would be wearing right now. Oh, I need then I wouldn't be running around my house. So, like I said, I kind of like the role playing aspects. So I try to really create that atmosphere. And to be fair, it is particularly telling when somebody comes by. They don't know what level I'm at, right? So when they see me, they're like, "Oh, this guy can do steel." They can see my tailoring and my leather working to a bit, but not to any great degree of what I have built, right? All right, so nothing in here. I'd like to get a normal cooking. Blackberry syrup. I'm trying to make some. This is hard for me to make, so I fail. Like I should be failing half the time, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm okay with that. I know because it's very hard. Yeah. How many do I have? I had 14. I'm hoping I can get at least 7 out of this. I went down almost the wrong pipe. Zevia, gotta love it. I'm drinking ginger ale right now. 0 sugar, 0 calories. It one of the things you will find when you're following me is there's a couple things I don't like to do. One of them is to drink calories. I think that's just it's horrible for you because the flavor's there, but you'll get hungry after that flavor, so you'll eat more calories, and it kind of it's a perpetual cycle of weight gain because calories in equal, or if you have more calories in than you're exerting, you will gain weight, and that's just natural. Now, with all that said, I am not a doctor or anything, but I'm going to tell you right now, your body uses a certain amount of calories per day, regardless of what you're expending. So, just FYI, or intaking, I should say. If your calories that are going out or being consumed are greater than the ones going in, you lose weight. Okay, cool. That didn't work out too bad. I got 50. And that's what I wanted, a stack of 50. I don't know if I need boy. I'm gonna need to build one of these. I need 2 of these chests. You know what? I'm gonna go build them. Because I need to. I think I have one open here, but it's starting to fill up. One of these blackberries. Oh, wow. See that? We'll put these in here. We'll put these in here. And I'm actually, let me see if I can build a barrel while I'm at it. I know I can build a barrel, but big barrel I think is steel, and I don't have enough for that. Let's see. Large vials, which are potions. Let's see. There we go. Large wooden barrel. Oh, I can. All right, so I need large sheets of wrought iron and iron studs. Large sheets of wrought iron. So let's see. Large sheets should cost me 2. I think they're 2. Yeah, so they're 2. And then when you get a large, there's 4. So I need 8. 8 sheets. You know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to create them all. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. What is my... I still need to... I think chests are crafting. Here it is. Iron hinges, wrought iron nails. Okay. I don't need sheets, so alright, let's just do all the sheets then. Because I'm going to need them all anyway. Okay. I love the new graphics they made with the tongs that they did. I have like 1 million more experience points to get to 30, 31. The cap right now is 40. I hope they change that. I think they will, but I'm hoping that the amount of experience points should be a total, not there shouldn't be you shouldn't need 1 million worth of experience points to go up a level. That's craziness. They need to redesign that. It just doesn't seem right. It's kind of weird. I have to look at this game a little bit more on an Excel spreadsheet to figure out what's going on with everything. Because right now I'm just doing everything in my head, and they can be spot on what they need to do. I'm just ignorant to the exact numbers, so I may be speaking out of turn. Let's see. Does anybody know any toxic gamers? I used to know a bunch, and I just removed myself from the games, or I removed them myself from the area of the games where I could be affected by them. For example, in Leonis, there's a couple toxic gamers in this game. They just attack whatever player they see. I'm gonna attack it. And it's like, holy shit, dude. Leonis is a land that you need certain things, but you're basically sneaking around because the first time you see somebody, you're gonna be attacked, and it's like, well, yeah, I don't like that, and I don't like the fact you can't run away. Like you can't use terrain to your advantage. It sucks. But you can, but they're gonna get you, and it's just like it's just basically if somebody sees you and they run after you, they're gonna find you and they're gonna get. It's that simple. It's not even a question. Which one? I need a barrel first. All right, so I need. Yeah, there's a steel, large steel. So I can get a large barrel, but I can't get a large fine wooden barrel. So I need planks. I need 4 large. All right, so I need 4 large. So I'll just control this. And I'll make 1 barrel. There we go. So I'll make 1 barrel. All right, so I need wrought iron studs. Let's make some. I forget how to make them actually. Wrought iron studs. Iron studs. There it is. All right, so I need wrought iron bars. So I'll just make it 1 or 2 of these. I don't need that many studs. I'll make 10 because I'm getting 2 bars for 1 ingot. So I'll do that. Wrought iron studs. I'll do 2 more of these. All right, there we go. And I think I need iron hinges. Do I have any iron bars? Oh, I do have an iron ingot. Okay, good. I think the hinges are blacksmith. Yeah. Hinge. There it is. I need iron sheets and iron nails. So iron sheets and iron nails. I think iron nails come from bars, if I remember right. There we go. It's funny, I took my gloves off, but to work in the forge. That's all right though. Okay. Iron bar. Oh, not I have a rod. I need iron bars. Iron bars. Iron bar. There it is. That's pretty low. I'll do 10 again. There we go. And now I need iron nails. Iron in my old world. I was getting all the steel going, but now I don't. I can't. So awesome. Iron hinges, create all 10. It's a 1-for-1 for iron hinges, and it sucks. Oh no, it's 5. Okay, I get 5 iron hinges. Steel, it was 1-for-1, which sucked. And I don't think I get any blacksmith yet because I mastered this. I don't get any blacksmithing credit for this. Let's see. Not high. Oh, planks. That's right. I think I have some planks over here. Did have some planks. That's fine. Wooden planks. I just need normal planks. See how I went back to the bottom. Am I on the bottom one? That's the bottom one. There we go. Planks. There we go. That should be plenty of planks. Carpentry. Should highlight the barrel. Wooden barrel. Large. Here we go. There we go. I'll need a hammer. The owner. No, not even close. Let's see if I can fix this axe real quick. Ooh, again. Nice. Here. Planks there, because now I have too many planks. Iron sheets, iron hinges. So I had some. What's this? Iron hinge. Oh, boy. Yeah, plenty of iron hinges now. Oh, there's my hammer. There's the hammer I'm looking for. Actually, I'm gonna fix that real quick. The hammer cannot be fixed in this. It's a carpentry thing. If anybody's wondering. But I might as well repair it here. Might need those, so let's go build that barrel real quick. Where do I want to put the barrel? Somewhere where it looks. Maybe right there. It's part of furnishings, by the way, if you haven't. You'd like the whole kind of this way. There we go. There, now I can put my water in here. I gotta figure out why that happens. And G to do that. That's weird. Alright. All that for a barrel. That's okay. That's alright. It's part of life, I suppose. Life in Pax Dei. I'm looking for this. I need wrought iron nails and 5 planks. Wrought iron nails. Oh, I can make them that big. Wrought iron nails. There we go. And that took forever to resolve. Alright. Fine with bites. Which will be okay if I do not. I think I am not a master at those just yet, so actually this is good. I'm going to be taking up some of my inventory. Now, oh, I can grab that though. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. The only one available, we'll craft all three. What am I missing? Wrought iron sheets, huh? You know what? I'll make some more wrought iron sheets. How many can I make? 7? That's fine. I'm getting like 200 experience points per chest, so always a good thing. And getting some blacksmithing experience doing this, so not a great amount, but it's something. All I need is 90,000 more of these and I'll be good to go. I'm only getting 2 out of that, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Run iron sheets. There we go. All right. So culture and gaming, just to get back to it, because this is part of it, right? You're grinding, you're doing your work, you're spending time in the game, you're investing in the game to get some enjoyment out of it, hopefully. And that's what it is. Once it becomes a chore or a job, please stop gaming. Even if you love the game, that's different. You're loving the game, you're enjoying the game. But once it starts becoming a job, just stop. Just do something else. Find something more enjoyable to do. If a game becomes work, it's just not a game anymore. It really isn't. Just seeing if anybody's around, but it doesn't look like anybody's around just yet. Oh, did I? Oh, okay, good. What am I making? Sheets? Yeah. Okay. Making chests. I would never make chests in the other world like this. Wrought iron nails, huh? Okay. All right. Wrought iron nails. There we go. Lots of nails to make these chests, huh? Chests are useful, but the more expensive the chest, and let me just give you a highlight. So all chests are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns. So your space is 35. Regardless, it is 35. It doesn't matter what chest you build, they're all 35. I'll just make more sheets. So just to give you an idea of the game itself and some of the tactics you use. If you wanted to go cheap, you could put just your normal chest that you can make out of just simple sapwood. Has 35 spaces. It doesn't look as good. And that's the whole point of the expense of something, isn't it? It's kind of bring reality into a game, right? What's a good analogy here? You have generic Zyrtec, which is cheap, and then you have like what's a Zyrtec D, right? You have the generic, and then you have the name brand. The name brand is going to be more expensive. Do you need it? No, so you buy the generic. However, when you want to kind of say, "Hey, I can buy," or look what I can do. It's the same in this game. Is I'm gonna have so many of these wrought iron chests. The only thing that would be more that would craft it a little bit more is the actual steel reinforced chest, right? If people saw steel reinforced chest in my area all the time, they'd be like, "Oh." What I think should happen is they should have the simple chest at 10, decorated chest at 15, iron reinforced at 20, wrought iron chest at maybe 30, and steel reinforced at like 40 or 50 spaces. There is a cabinet that has more spaces. This wooden cabinet here has a lot of spaces. It costs a lot in steel to do. So keep that in mind. This one, not as much, honestly. This wooden cabinet, I think it still has, like, it has limited amount of spaces, too. So it's not like it's the end-all, be-all or anything, honestly. What am I looking to build? I think I need nails and sheets. Am I right? Chest. Sheets and nails. Okay. Alright, so I need sheets, and I'll do these in single increments. I won't go overboard because what I want to do here is I want to take up. Let me see. I have I want to take up 24 of these at least. And then what I want to do is, I think I need, no, I don't need nails. Do I need hinges? If I need hinges, I'll just let this go. I don't think I need nails. Let me see real quick. I need that wrought iron nails. Wrought iron. I have iron nails. Let's get rid of the iron nails before I iron nails. Boom. Done. I shouldn't be. Oh, wait. I have steel nails. Steel nails. That's a steel nails. Iron nails. Any wrought iron? Iron sheets. Here's a decorated chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 35 again. So that's what I'm saying. Like, these wrought iron have the same space, even though they look bigger. Need nails. Do I need nails? First. Of course, everybody needs it first. Yeah, wrought iron nails. Okay, so I need a iron bar. Not iron bar, but a wrought iron bar. And I'll need wrought iron steel or wrought iron nails, right? Here, there. And we'll just create all 10 of those. I don't want to run out of nails again. Come on, come on. Anyway, so I'm building these chests. Let's see, what can I do today that would be kind of exciting? I can go fight a bear or two. I do need bear meat. Let me go put these chests somewhere. And then what I'll probably end up doing is, yeah, we can go, let's fight bears tomorrow. Let's fight bears tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow. Tomorrow is, I think, Sunday. So yeah, definitely tomorrow night. And then Monday night is gonna be another episode as well. I'll be a little bit more prepared because I won't be attempting, what am I doing? I won't be attempting to create the music video until exactly the time that I need to the stream. So hopefully that will be done. Only 3, huh? Oh, sheets, huh? That's all right. I gotta get that carpentry up just one more level. What's a better carpentry one? Let me see. Short fine wood stock and long fine wood stock. This is gonna be a pain in the derriere. We'll do the short fine wood stock. And I'll go. Yeah, I get that. These are the only 2 I get experience for now. Unbelievable. 40 times 200, maybe? Yeah, so let's see. 40 times 200. 8,000. I need 8,000. So this should work out to leveling me up in a carpentry, which will be great because I need to. That'll be nice, finally. And that'll open up a few more things. I'm hoping, probably not in wood, but definitely in construction it will. I will get curved beams, which is going to be nice. And then I just have to work on the next level of carpentry, which I got plenty of. I got plenty of wood for. Fine wood, or what do they call this? Heartwood. Hardwood. We'll see what happens, but it should give me enough for the next level. And then tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll go hunt some bears. Let's go hunt some bears, and I need to get some more wrought iron. Need more wrought iron, or I should say iron ore. I should check to see if. Let me see. The build is 13,000 or 130062, so they probably haven't changed anything. But I really want them to have the pure iron ore that you can basically break down iron ore into pure iron ore. I've said this before, but for those who are new to the channel, when you take a inferior ore and try to purify it, the purified ore is much less than the actual impure ore that you're doing. So, for example, impure iron ore can be made into iron ore, but you need to mine so much of the impure iron ore because the yield from the conversion process is so small that you won't be able to. Well, not that you won't be able to. It takes a lot more impure iron ore to get a good amount of iron ore in order to craft the wrought iron bars. The same was the effect for the steel, right? So you take the iron ore and then you would purify it into pure iron ore, and it turned out to be like 5% yield or something like that. I figured it out once, but it's close to 5%. So if you had 100 iron ores, you would get like 5 pure iron ores. And yeah, it's better than traveling into the PvP area, and people keep saying there's pure iron ore somewhere in these worlds. I can't find it, but somebody said there is pure iron ore in the wildlands. Okay, I checked the wildlands yesterday. Not all of it, a lot of it. So I'm wondering if I'm just, when I'm searching for it, I'm not getting to the point, or I'm getting to it, but it hasn't respawned yet because it's already been. Oh, don't really. I need 2 more. All right, I'm doing this. I want to level up, so I'm doing this. That should be fun. And I'm wondering if the short fine wood is going to be what I need for the steel arrows. There we go. All right, let's go put 2 more food things. I got to keep my view, so it's going to be interesting on how I'm going to keep this view and put down. There it is. Yeah, I can put that here. And I have a type of mouse that I can do smaller movements with the ball. It's a Logitech Ergo MX, I should say. And it adjusts with a fine tune. There we go. So, but you gotta remember to take off that fine tune. All right, because I want that window. That window is just awesome. That's a green view. That is an awesome view. Everybody says so. Everybody says so. Let's see, what else do I got? I got crafting. Let's see if anything was made of metal. Doesn't look like it. Just basic cooking workbench. It doesn't look like anything. Nope. All right, but construction. What happened to construction? Foundations didn't change. Maybe got some no floors, maybe? Floors look like they changed just a little bit. Nothing in stairs and railings. Yeah, but pillars and beams. Now there's some curve. Low curve, long. Nice. Nice. Okay. All right. Anything here? I think I get this small tile. I can use that actually. Okay, cool. Roof eaves. I got short tile roof ridge. Nice. Cool. I got a few things there. Awesome. Good news. Good news. Maybe we'll do some building later on because I can actually use this curve now. I was waiting for the curve. I actually had a design for the curve, which is going to be, I think, perfect. And honestly, I need to. How do I want to do this? I need stone. That area is going to be mostly stone. That's limestone. I need actual stone. Let's get rid of some of these, though. And this. You gotta figure out where I'm putting this stuff. That should be the wood. Actually, that I can use. Let's see if I have one over here. And I really gotta get this under control. There we go. And let me put my arrows away. Don't need my arrows. And I don't need these either. So I need some minor potion. Really? Now let's see if I have any. Oh, I do have glass. I can make some vials while I'm here thinking about it. Glass. I don't have a lot, honestly. I'm gonna craft probably 6 of these. This is gonna take so long to get up in blacksmithing, even if I create vial after vial after vial. The part of blacksmithing that takes the longest is that you have to convert the sand into glass. So to do so is literally part of the equation, right? And then I'll make the rest into the normal vials. What are tiny vials? Impure glass? Rough glass. Alright, fine. I swear. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's see. Put this glass back away. I think I have some rough glass, too. Look out. I do have rough glass. Let's make some small ones. There we go. Just in case. I had made that, and I'm like, I also have pure glass, which I don't need. Let's see what I got in my coal fires. Usually I am putting coal in every day, and I'll probably do that after the podcast because I have to go get some sapling, and that's just a journey and a half. Well, it's not a journey and a half. It's just it just takes some time. So doing so, I'm gonna have to get into my adventuring garb. You take a few chances now. Take a few chances. I'm kidding. There's no need to take chances. I'm not gonna fight any bears while I'm getting the wood. Yeah, it's a snip. Yeah, that's something. Anyway, at any rate, moving on. Should have some sand somewhere. There's sand. There's potential sand. There's some more potential sand. I haven't got rocks, so I'll leave that because I can use it. But I'm probably not gonna get some more rocks. Yeah. I think it's here that I can do the sand yet. And of course, I don't get any. I'm master, so I get all the material. I still get experience points. All right. Well, thanks for joining. I appreciate everybody. Tune in tomorrow. We might go into a few different subjects. Let me think about tomorrow's subjects. I won't make an announcement here. Although I may make the debut of the music channel either tomorrow or Monday. I'm trying to get that video halfway decent, and I think I can do it. I just want to make sure it fits and it has a decent look to it, right? The song itself is actually really good, but the video is, everybody knows the video is what makes the song. All right, with that, like, subscribe, hit notification bell, comment. I will, to date, I look at all the comments, which are usually just spam at this point. But if you want to comment, I'm over there on X, for sure, and LinkedIn. If you see me on LinkedIn, go ahead and give me a follow, or invite me to connect, and we can talk outside the podcast and the game and talk about business, just as a whole. Although I will be talking about business topics and AI on this channel as well. So with that said, I will let everybody go, and as always, be kind to each other, and everybody stay safe no matter where you are in the world. Have a good evening or have a good day. See you tomorrow.
With every step, a lesson learned. From fire's heat to the fields I've turned. The blade and bow, the forge and flame. I sharpen my skills, I play the game. Each day brings a challenge I must face. I train my hands with careful grace. From alchemy's art to the hunter's way, I'll find the strength to seize the day. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil I'll find my way, learning more with each passing day. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight. From the herbs I find to the iron I mold, each lesson learned is a story told. The stars above, they guide my hand. As I hold my craft, I take my stand. In the quiet woods, in the mountains chill, I push myself, I shape my will. With each new tool and every lore, I'm stronger now than I was before. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil I'll find my way, learning more with each passing day. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight. The road is long, but I won't turn back. The lessons I learned keep me on track. With each new skill, the stronger I grow. In the face of the storm, I let my courage show. I've tasted defeat, I felt the sting, but I rise again with each new spring. For knowledge is power, and wisdom the key. I'm forging my path, I'm breaking free. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight.